So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everyone, Martha here. So, since tomorrow Soak comes out for me, I don't know if I'm gonna put this one out first or this Rem one. But let's watch this reaction to the teaser trailer, Percy Jackson and Olympians. Since I've been reading the books at my own pace, right now about to finish Margaret Athena. So I'll be able to know what's my memory from reading them recently last year, as I read the first series last year. And if I don't remember, I'll probably just have like watch reviews and stuff like that of the books, just to like refresh my memory. But I think I remember these ones pretty well. So this is probably only about the first book. This trailer probably won't have anything from the second book, because every single season will be a book. Hopefully the show does well, but I am a little bit worried because since lately, some these Disney Plus shows have not been doing so well, and have been not doing so well at all. Even though Rick Rider's involved, it's not. We'll find some. Hopefully, it's good, but we'll find out. And am I okay with how every single character looks? I would say Percy's actor. He looks how Percy would look like. Uh, Goldberg, the Goldberg, the satyr. If I'm saying his name right, because he's not in the books right now. He's not, so I don't know where he's even at. So I forgot. So yeah, and Annabeth. Now the satyr, he looks fine. Because he's supposed to be, we don't know what type. I never read the graphic novels or the comics. So I'm reading the books, so I don't know what exactly they look like. It's going off the description in the book, basically. And I think he looks fine compared to what he is described in the book. Annabeth, we just have to accept that this is what she's going to look like in the show. I'm fine. Even though it's not accurate, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. So yeah. Hopefully, all three kids do a great job playing their parts and don't have a hard time doing it because they're all kids. So yeah. Oh yeah, Grover, that's his name. Sorry. So let's watch this trailer and find out how good and give my reactions to it. So we're going to Olympus. Looks like that's the God of War, Ares. Is that supposed to be It's supposed to be Medusa? That is when the Minotaur attacks him. It's kind of a bit quick, so I'm gonna re-watch it again to slow it down to see if we can find things I did not recognize. So and pause it.
The stories that I have told you about Greek gods and half-bloods, they are real.
Okay, here's showing Grover's posts. They're at we just saw Talia's tree. We're at the camp. We got the animal that's both a goat, a lion, and a snake. That's the one that was not in the movie because they replaced that one with the stupid Hydra that they actually find in the second book. And now in the part I'm reading at, they have a Hydra again. And I know I'm spoiling a lot in the books, I'm sorry. But I'm guessing if you're watching this, you have read some of the books, at least. Or all of them. So you should know the plot. And if you're going to watch the show, you're going to learn about the plot anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry. But this is spoiling because it's actually showing you the monsters they fight, and they show you even Ares, and Ares happens like in the middle of the show. It's not gonna. These are old things are not gonna happen in the first episode. So yeah, Mentor.
We've been expecting you.
That is so. Is it supposed to be Zeus or is it supposed to be Ares? Because they're on the beach. If you read the book, Percy fights Ares on the beach. So yeah, and I don't know, but it looks. We'll find out if it's good or not. This I'm having a hard time trusting with everything I have but Secret Invasion. So I'm gonna go watch go watch Ahsoka and see if that's good. So I'll see you guys in a bit tomorrow for you, same video. Hi, so we're back. Still have not watched Ahsoka yet. If I still have this coming, it's already gonna be 7 minutes. Looks like here, so I might have this be its own visual video. Depends how much longer I'm talking, but this is for two things that happened today. That and Ahsoka comes out tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna post her with it. The two things that came out today that I learned about. One is another thing to do with Snow White, and the second thing is a very sad thing that I guess has to be addressed. Let's first talk about Mario, then we'll do the Snow White one. So, if you don't know, Charles Martinet, who's not just the voice of Mario, he's also the voice of the baby Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, and Luigi, Wario, and the opposite of Luigi. So yeah, he's voiced a lot of them. He's also had his voice sped up to do Bowser's voice and Mario 64, and also has voice sped up for Boo and other things. He has done a lot of things. Only thing I just don't think he's ever voiced is the females in Mario games, and that is that he's stepping down. And I guess he's gonna go do instead of being a voice, he's gonna go around the world and be Nintendo's ambassador or Mario's ambassador and talk about the games. We don't know who's gonna replace him or what will replace him yet. This is just them deciding that he's retiring. I'm guessing. If the only thing this reminds me of, since I'm into Disney stuff, if you don't know, Disney stepped down before he passed away because he was smoking a lot. He couldn't no longer do Mickey. Maybe he can no longer do Mario's voice. Maybe he has gotten sold that he can no longer do it. Woohoo! Mamma mia! I'm like some spaghetti. Princess, give me some cake. Or go. Oh boy, I'm scared. like for Luigi. Maybe he can't do the voices anymore. I don't know. I don't know why he stopped. Why he wants to step down all of a sudden. He's 67, guys. He's not exactly. He's not exactly as young as he used to be. He's been doing this um since the fourth game since 1992 with Mario's typing, and that one didn't even sound like the same voice he used for Mario. He didn't start doing the voice that he uses now, the woo voice. I can't do it very well as he does. Sorry. And for 64 is when he started doing the voice that he does now. He did a different voice for typing. So yeah, it's sad that he's gonna retire from doing it. And not everybody decides to retire. Everybody decides. Some people decide to keep doing it until the day they die. But the fact that he's getting it sounds like either promoted or again demoted, depends how you look at it. The fact that he's going around the world and saying, "I was the voice of Mario" once. I don't know how he sounds like in real life. So yeah. But some people think that he sounded different if it's actually still him for Wonders. For the Wonder game that comes out, or if they're going to use the same exact voice for the remake of RPG, but I'm probably going to play more than the Wonder one unless they don't come out the same month. And I think they're just remaking the Luigi one and putting that on the Switch. So yeah, let's read the picture that I got here. Where is it? Charles. Okay, it says, instead of a picture or anything like that, or him actually maybe they'll make a video about it later on. Charles Martinet has original voice of Mario and Nintendo. Don't even bother saying who else he voiced games for a long time. For as far back as Mario 64. Let's forget about the typing game because he sounds differently there, I guess. Charles has moved into a brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he's stepping down from recording characters' voices for our games, and he continues traveling the world to share the joy of Mario and interest in all of you. It has been an honor to work with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank him and celebrate him. Thanks for keeping an eye out for a special voice message from Matsumoto and Charles himself. We will post on a future date. So we'll hear about it from the future. Maybe he'll explain why he's stepping down in it. So yeah, maybe that's what will happen in the future, but we don't know. And we don't know who's going to replace him. I seriously doubt it's Pratt, guys. If anybody's going to replace him, it won't be him. Pratt didn't even voice Star-Lord in the video games, because Star-Lord has been in a couple of video games since they admitted the character, and never has Chris Pratt voiced any of them. So don't get the ideas just because he voiced him in the movies and now Charles stepped down. I think they're gonna find somebody who maybe he's mentored to sound better, or God Dread. He sold his voice to the computer like James Earl Jones did for Darth Vader and for Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's why he didn't sound so sick. So yeah, I really hope that is not what happened. So we'll find out. But it's sad. We'll miss you, buddy. We'll miss you saying, "Mamma mia! Oh boy, I cannot do it. I suck at it. Sorry." I very suck at it. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. So let's talk about Tim Rice, everybody, guys. Was my next pair of news, and that is that Tim Rice. If you don't know who Tim Rice is one of the composers for a couple of things. He composed on Aladdin, Lion King, and maybe a little bit of Little Mermaid. He also composed on some of the live-action remakes the Aladdin one and the Lion King one. Now he is getting his 2 cents about what he thinks about what Disney is doing, and I'm gonna read that to you guys. So hold on, we find that article. And I did watch the video about it this morning. It sounded like since he worked on both of them, it sounds like he thinks we should give a chance to watch it first before we judge. But yeah, so Tim Rice has went into over Disney's latest film, questions qualities of should remaining the films in Disney. Author of Aladdin's previous and Lion King stage, an audition of Beauty and the Beast, composed of the Sun, direction of the Grace. So now this is Tim Rice. He's saying that when they made Aladdin and Lion King, it was okay because those ones are being first times made, and so yeah. And this time around, it's actually a princess movie. And he said even the ones that he actually worked on were not as good as the animated movie. He said like the Lion King, it's hard to know how to make an actual animal do the same thing they did in the animated movies. And the same thing, and he thinks that the whole other thing with the dwarfs is ridiculous, stuff like that. And so he thinks that, and he actually watched the Little Mermaid one. I think he said, it looks like he said that he didn't like that one as well as the animated one either. So he's saying pretty much the same exact thing that a lot of us are saying, that he watches these live action movies and they're not as good as the animated ones because there's always something missing from these live action ones, because why bother remaking something that has already been done? And he called them a disgrace, even though he worked on 2 of them. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna post this as its own video and just do Ahsoka by itself, so because it's 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys, and that's basically it. And I agree with him. I will miss Mario. Great trailer, stuff like that. So I'll see you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe, and bye bye.